have one?
Sure, I'll have one. I love sweet potatoes.
All right.
We are back, and the doctor is in. We've got Dr. Oz with us today. Now, we handed out Dr. Oz's sweet potato recipe over the break. He wanted to hear from the people. And we had one woman started clapping like this as soon as she saw it come out of the oven. She was so excited. And we had two women over here that hooted like owls. So I want to hear from our taste testers. Whoever loved it, go, hoot, hoot. There you go. I think you got them. I think you got them all.
Now, there was someone who didn't like sweet potatoes in here. Who didn't
There
like
was somebody who didn't like sweet potatoes who was sitting next to the woman who clapped.
Ooh.
Oh, no, the lady in the teal. You don't like sweet potatoes, right?
No, I'm not. I was never really a big fan of sweet potatoes, but that I would eat any day.
Yes,
Delicious.
Yes! I convert.
Not bad. Nicely done. Now I'm a little jealous because he might get more downloads today than my food.
Never.
Now, this is really cool. How would you guys like a doctor's cure for a holiday hangover? Now, as we all know, there are two types of hangovers. You get the food coma, right? After the Thanksgiving and the Christmas and the Hanukkah and the big, you know, the big on the sofa. Why did I do this? And then there's the, oh, you tried to make it to 2 or 3 parties instead of 1 that night, and I can't even see. I'm too old for this. Why did I do this? That hangover. So, show of hands, who wants the alcohol hangover cure first?
Oh,
all right, well,
goodness.
I thought that would be a landslide, really.
Oh, my, I thought they want the food hangover.
No, I saw it coming.
You know your audience.
I know these people.
Yeah.
They're hooting and clapping, and yeah.
All right, let's talk about alcohol for a second.
All right.
A couple of tidbits on the holidays. You always want to separate your drinks with water. So drink of alcohol, drink of water, drink of alcohol.
That one I knew. Great advice, right? Because you dehydrate with the alcohol, so you need to rehydrate with the water. Is that why?
That's exactly right. Most of the hangovers are all about dehydration. Your brain shrivels up like a raisin inside this coconut cell, and then you're shaking it around, and that really hurts. The other thing is, alcohols are toxins, but the congeners, the dark pigments in darker alcohols, are especially problematic for you.
Really?
So if you drink clear alcohols, vodkas and gins like these, have a shot. No, I'm just,
no, it's a little early.
That's right.
For me.
But the alcohols and the gins, they're much less likely to cause a hangover because they're clear. They don't have any of those extra chemicals in them.
No kidding.
Okay, so let's say you took a little too much and you messed up and you're done. Okay, so next morning, what are you going to do? First off, you want to keep drinking a lot of water because, as I mentioned, you're dehydrated. Make up for what you didn't drink last night. Caffeine works short-term but not long-term because caffeine's a diuretic, so you lose the fluid. So it doesn't help you like you think it might. Eggs do work. Eggs have biotin in them. Fundamentally, what you got to do is regenerate your liver, right? Your liver's falling behind. Your liver is the major detoxifying organ of the body.
You got to help it catch up.
Exactly. And eggs have biotin, which helps you do that. Makes your skin look good too, by the way. So you look good when you do come out of the hangover. And then an apple has fiber with pectin. They have a way of giving you some sugar to stabilize you and sort of keep your stomach calm at the same time. So basic remedy: water, eggs, an apple will get you where you need to be. And fundamentally, the most important thing is sleep. Because tincture of time gives you the time to wear off the alcohol so you can get back to normal. So
do call in a little late, but don't call off for the day.
Yes.
Drink some water, knock back an egg, chase it with an apple. There you go.
Good to go. All right. Now, you mentioned foods.
Food hangover. We call it food coma in my family.
Yes. Yeah. Well adapted. And what you described, do it again, this sort of...
why did I do it?
Now, interestingly, people think it's from the tryptophan in the turkey.
In the turkey.
Not true.
Not true.
You know, lots of things have tryptophan. Chicken has more tryptophan than turkey does.
Shut the door.
Yep. Now, what causes the problem is the sweets next to it. When you take tryptophan and you take a sweet next to it, like cranberry sauce.
Yeah, because you don't normally eat cranberry sauce with chicken. Is that why it's not happening when you're eating the chicken, even though it has more tryptophan?
Exactly right. The sugar will get your brain to suck the tryptophan into it, then your brain starts to get sedated. It makes serotonin, which is that real feel-good hormone, but it puts you to sleep, and that will knock you down. Now, finally, the sides.
Yeah, the sides.
Which is actually where most of the damage is done over the holidays. These sides, the stuffings, potatoes. Listen, potatoes themselves, I think, are okay in general, although French fries are the #1 cause of obesity in America.
Wow.
French fries, because they're the perfect combination of all the things you don't want in a food.
Salt and fat, yeah.
But the big issue I have...
starch.
And starch, got everything. It literally links to about 3 pounds of weight gain a year just eating French fries.
My God.
Can you imagine that? Now, potatoes, then, because in our French fries don't have some of the fats in them, but these still have a lot of salt in them. So the big problem I have, and we talk about this all the time, because salt is so clearly linked to a lot of problems, including blood pressure, the #1 cause of aging of all, is you want antidotes to sodium. So either eat something that gets you to pee out a little extra. Parsley does that.
I love parsley. I put it on everything.
Yeah, we can go urinate.
A little grassy, grassy parsley.
Yeah, you have to go to the bathroom yet? Almost immediately.
I'll do it over the break.
Okay, good. And the other thing is you want potassium foods like bananas, and milk actually has potassium in it as well, dairy products. These will give you an antidote to the salt, the sodium.
Really?
That works very well.
So parsley and a little milk chaser balances out the saltiness in the sides of the food.
Yes.
Don't you feel 9 times smarter?
Oh.
I love it. Hey, will you stick around and do a little Doctors In Q&A with the audience?
I would love to do that. I love questions.
Dr.